So, I was looking into this Westside Barbell stuff, and in that they mentioned that doing the volume training around 50% of the 1 rep max is something which some powerlifters do. So, what I did, I changed my volume training to be around 60 or 50% of the calculated 1 rep max. Previously, it was in the 70% of the 1 rep max. I did get 1 rep more on the incline bench, but the shoulder press, as you saw, is still same, which is 3 repetitions with the 145 kilos. Anyhow, I cannot say this was a success, the experiment, since my shoulder press did not go up, even though my incline bench did. But at least I was close. I remember last week, the 3 reps, the last rep, the 3rd rep, was really hard. And now I attempted the 4th. That time there was no way I even in my wildest dreams would have attempted the 4th, I think. So there is some kind of improvement, I would say, subtle, but not a full repetition. I think I still continue this experiment and see maybe I lower it to 50% around there and not even go to the 60% and see, do I see positive changes? Because not in this lift, but in the incline bench, there is a change a little bit. And even this, it felt a little bit lighter, a little bit. It was not overwhelming, the weights on your hands. Anyhow, I'm running this type of experiment. Also, I might add to this same video now that I have been hitting a plateau with my finger training. Like I test my finger max with this rolling thunder thing, like the spinning handle. This one. And I maybe a year or half a year have been on the same weight. I haven't gotten any stronger. So my experiment now to make it stronger is to do it dynamically, meaning that I only train the fingers now with a dynamic movement, not a static movement. And my theory why this might work is that static strength movements don't really build muscle. I have heard from the Westside Barbell stuff that they don't really build muscle, but they do peak strength. They do increase strength. which in my opinion is problematic since there is, in my opinion, a correlation between strength and the size of the muscle, you know. So if the movement doesn't build muscle, then it can only peak the muscle that is already there. And if now my muscles that are already there have already been peaked, then I can only hit the same peak. That's my theory. So, in my opinion, to move more forward here, I'm now trying to just build new muscle for doing these movements, which is now just dynamic movements. The adjustable fingertip strength apparatus, which I did in the video. And also I now train this dynamically, meaning that I lay it here and then I raise it here. Do this kind of motion. And then someday I test my how much I can do on this with the static lift of the floor, the rolling thunder thing. And then we see did this all pay off or not. But anyhow, this is where I'm at. No PR today, even though I will continue this 50 to 60% of 1 rep max range, because there was, in my opinion, a slight increase in power, even though it didn't yield a full repetition. I would count it as somewhat beneficial because it did give me a 1 repetition on the incline bench. Anyhow, bye.